Welcome back. It's been a while since I, number one, heard that song. Number two, since you and I could sit down and have a T&T chat. So today's topic, T, and everyone at home, leave Tom Cruise's face alone. So here's the story. About a month ago, Tom was spotted at a baseball game, and his face looked puffier, like it looked puffy. And immediately, social media, of course, that never takes a holiday, it lit up with comments about his appearance, possible weight gain, speculation he'd had fillers or surgery, basically the same type of catty treatment. All of us, and I'm throwing myself on that list, even though I'm not a Hollywood A-lister, but all of us in terms of women we've been getting, you know, that kind of, those shots all the time. And so, there's sort of been maybe a shift in the conversation lately, and people are saying, maybe leave Tom Cruise alone. Maybe we haven't seen a lot of men in this situation where they're also, you know, having to take shots for their appearance. Jonah Hill has stepped up and said, you bothered me when I was a bigger man. Now you're complimenting me because I have lost all this weight. He simply put a post up that said, please don't talk about my body. Don't talk about my body when you think it's great. Don't talk about my body when you think it's awful. Just don't talk about my body. And so what we're going to talk about is how should the world be backing off when it comes to people's appearance? And I think generally the answer is yes. But I'm also I will keep it very real. You know, during the pandemic, a lot of us gained weight. I sure did. Like
I sure did. Sure did.
30 pounds later, lots of fresh loaves of bread and bottles of wine. And so, you know, I would post things like, you know, when you start seeing your friends again, you better not say anything about their body because people have been through everything. Well, now that I've lost the 30 pounds, I'm like, does anybody want to talk about my body? Which is so hypocritical, but it's basically, I'm a product of this environment where you get praise when it looks like you're doing something that is, you know, the norm or the beauty standard, and it feels good. You know, it feels good to have people say great things about you, but it's a double-edged sword, because the other side is when they don't think you belong and when you don't fit the ideal, they're also going to say things. So should we be talking about Tom Cruise's puffy face? Should we be talking about Jonah Hill, whether he's big or small?
No, I mean, I think the answer is we should leave everybody alone.
Yeah.
But my question is with the Jonah Hill issue.
Yeah.
Is he now thinner again, or is he not?
He's thin again now.
He's thin again now.
Yeah.
Okay, so he is thin again now, and he's saying now.
Don't talk about my body.
Okay.
He's saying, I know you might think it's great to talk about my body now, like I achieved something by losing the weight, but it's actually none of it's passive. It's all harmful. That's what he's saying. What do you think of that?
Well, that actually makes me happier, because I was thinking in my head, like, if he's saying it now because he's heavier, but when he was
he's
thinner,
not being like me.
Right? Well, no, because we all are like that, though, right? Like, you want the compliments when you want the compliments, but you don't want to hear the other stuff, right? So that actually makes me happier. Yeah. And listen, I think that we should leave everybody alone. Stop commenting on people's faces. If someone wants to get work done, they can get work done. If they don't have work done, and if they want to gracefully age, let them gracefully age. Stop commenting on people's faces. But I will say this, if we're being completely honest. Particularly about Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Now, I don't have an issue with him personally. I have no issues with him. But I do think he, too, has participated in it. If you watch any of his movies, what does he cast as his love interest? And he's involved with that casting. He always casts women who are 15 to 20 years younger than him. Why doesn't he cast a woman who's 60? So he's participating in it as well. So shall we leave him alone? Is he think about it though, right? He's not being equal to women. Why doesn't he cast a woman his own age? Right? So to me, we can't just be like, well, leave Tom alone, and then Tom, after we fight for Tom, and then Tom goes and casts a woman. He's like 59, and every time his love interest will be like 38, 35, woman. Maybe 40. That's also a problem. So we have to lift the table from every corner. Do you know what I mean? Every end of it.
Tracy P.
So yeah, I had an issue. As soon as I saw that, I was like, well, every time he's in a movie, he always has a woman much younger than him. So I don't feel sorry for it.
True. Okay, I will say this about Tom. He's actually, I don't think he's the one making the fuss. We're all making the fuss on his behalf.
That's true.
But thank you for that point. Duly noted. And I love that you got that in there. Thank you, T. I miss these